I had made quite an impression in the 14 weeks since I made my journey from the farmlands to Moscow. Some still thought me a trick of the light or an urban myth, but each new day saw another super feat or some death-defying rescue. In my more introspective moments, I even wondered if the people were behaving more carelessly in the hope that they might catch a glimpse of their gaudy circus clown.
Comrade Secretary, this is a priority alert. We have lost control of Sputnik 2 and the satellite is plummeting towards Earth's atmosphere.
The Americans. They must have sabotaged us. How else could a satellite just change course like that?
Flight trajectory looks like it's heading for a populated area somewhere in the upper hemisphere, sir. North of Peru, north of Cuba. Oh my God! It's coming down in America!
They called me a soldier, but that just wasn't true. I was never a soldier. Soldiers always follow orders. A soldier knows and hates his enemy. A soldier only fights and dies for his own people. I just fought for what was right. Sputnik 2 weighed 5,000 pounds. This mass multiplied by an acceleration factor of 100 meters per second would have delivered a force powerful enough to level the entire city. In hindsight, I could have vaporized it with my heat vision, slowed its descent with my super breath, or even atomized the craft with a calculated blow. Instead, I chose the most exciting action. The powers were still new to me then, you understand. Exactly 3 seconds after hitting the roof of the newspaper office, I realized the damage done to the building's suspension. A cluster of support cables groaned and snapped. People below screamed for someone to save them, not my people. But I never refuse a cry for help. All the lies they spread about me, the propaganda they engineered at the height of the Cold War, none of it mattered for a while on that bright afternoon. Just for a single moment, they realized I was here to save them.
Oh my God.
6 million lives spared, and an incident that might have sparked a war averted. And my most potent memory of that day was 5.5 feet tall and wearing Chanel No. 5. She felt it too. I know she did. But neither of us could act on this impulse. Not while she had a gold ring on her third finger and a creased photograph of a somber, red-headed scientist in her purse. Centuries later, after 1,000 interpretations of this meeting, a famous poet would write an alternate history of the world, where Lois Luther and I became lovers. His story would go on to win the Pulitzer Prize and become the biggest-selling fictional book of all time. Even now, I still don't know what appeals to people about this notion, what chord it struck with the public imagination. And I don't suppose we ever will in this lifetime.